Hello, friends. Welcome to Love Life, where we hope that we have been making choices and decisions that love us back. So we're encouraged to love life. I am Michael. I'm a person in long term recovery from substance use disorder. Okay. Substance use disorder co occurring with mental health, superpowers of post traumatic stress disorder, attention deficit disorder, the amusement park I never intended to pay for, and also I'm healing on purpose from physical and sexual abuse. And I share that to encourage someone to step out into your pathway of healing from those various learning opportunities I shared with you, experiences that I may have, and conditions I may live with, but don't live through me or live with me. Today, we're going to talk about back to the basics, relapse prevention, meaning proactive, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop, kind of like open up shop on recovery, um, whatever the addiction, your addiction was or still is that you may struggle, you're not cured, you say you're not relieved from that craving or whatever your addiction is, there, you put some efforts into not doing that mind altering activity or using that mind altering substance. And so, in that, we have to have intentional and conscious efforts of putting a plan, a safety plan in place for ourselves, right? Or an emergency plan or an exit plan when we're at certain places or around certain people sometimes that we can't avoid. And so, let's talk about relapse prevention. First and foremost, is just the biggest thing to say to you, to say to myself, what is the benefits of not using that mind altering substance or being in that abusive mind altering activity? What are the benefits of it? How is your life? How is my thinking? How are the am I around different people now that I'm no longer participating? I'm no longer active in my addiction, or I'm doing my mental wellness. How is my decisions being right? Just think about that. So that's part of relapse prevention. What are the benefits, right? If you work on a job, what is the benefit of working on a job? What do they offer? Is it health? Is it 401k? So now working for myself and the betterment, mental, emotional, spiritual health for myself. I'm working for the better. What are the benefits that are coming along with that? So make a list of our benefits, and keep it somewhere, and hopefully it encourages us not to go back into those habits, not to relapse, go back into that thinking that got us into addictive lifestyle, uh, addiction lifestyle. That's what it is. Also, we don't like to think on the negative, but a relapse prevention tool can be a list or recall the nightmare experiences. At one point it was fun when we started participating in mind altering activities and mind altering substances, but then think about the nightmares or the things that shook you through and through that happened to you during active addiction. I don't have anything in detail, but all I say is that I'm glad I don't live that way. I don't have to feel that way anymore. I don't have to think that way anymore. I'm not in fight and flight often, all the time. There's sometimes things arise in my life, but I understand that's not the way life is intended to live in fight and flight mode. All of my life in fight and flight mode was really a product of my addiction because I didn't allow myself a foundation for mindfulness and calmness and peace to be in my life. And so, list the nightmares and the inconsistencies and the chaos that my addiction had caused and thrust upon me because I continued to pursue that mind altering activity or that mind altering substance. On a positive side, let's focus on the progress being made right now today. Where you're at, the goals you have, what you accomplished from when you started. It doesn't matter if you just started last week or yesterday. Just think about the progress, how you feel. Some things. Do you feel better? Is your body feeling better? Just think of the small things. Um, that make a difference as far. It doesn't matter how far along you're on this recovery journey. Is it just one small thing? No, it's something different. Success that you wouldn't be able to do if you weren't in recovery. Um, then think about the potential negative consequences, right, of going back to the mind altering substances and mind altering activities. Do I lose my family? Do I lose my job? Real friends, no fake ones. Do I lose? It can even be death, jail. Losing. If I lose a job, that means I lose what, housing, because I don't have money to pay for my rent. I don't have consistent food. I don't have money to pay for food. So some positive potential negatives if I go back to participating in that addiction lifestyle, or participating in an addiction, okay, whatever your addiction may be. And so, also, let's flip back to a positive note. What are some distractions when we have thoughts of wanting to go back? When we wanted to go back to uh, mind altering substance and mind altering uh, activities, with some positive thoughts and activities. What are some things? Is it going to a support meeting, whatever your pathway of recovery is? Do we do it consistent? Do you do it extra? Do you call a friend? You go for a walk? Is exercise one of your outlets? I'm just rambling some things off to be encouraging and to brainstorm, but also to encourage to put it into a what I call a plan, a wellness safety plan, or a recovery safety plan for yourself, a recovery, relapse prevention, whatever you want to call a prevention plan. But have a plan. If you love and care about ourselves, about yourself so much, put these things down and hold yourself accountable, and have somebody else hold yourself accountable, accountability partner in this journey. And so just the positive thoughts when that moment of craving hits you. Is it a call? Is it exercising? Is it listening to positive music? Is it meditating? Is it going to a support group meeting of your choice, whatever your pathway may be? Is it spiritual? Is it prayer in your spiritual pathway, whatever your spiritual pathway is it prayer? And that, whatever it may be, um, this is what we call a positive. Speaking with my hands a little bit, you see me, because I'm kind of passionate about this, because just how I was passionate about getting my next fix and feeding the negative thoughts of my mental health condition and the self-sabotaging thoughts of my mental health condition. Now I'm passionate about things that bring me quality in life and allow me to maintain recovery and to avoid relapse prevention. So it's proactive. So relapse prevention is also doing things daily to contribute to the quality of your life, right? So it's not that it gets down to the last moment and you're pins and needles. Relapse prevention can be, what is my daily routine? Do I have a recovery routine for myself where I keep recovery first? And that way I can live life on life terms, because for me, I've chosen the pathway of recovery. And so therefore that's my number one priority. So until next time, my friends, I hope we make choices and decisions that love us back, so we are encouraged to love life.